you either need to, one, be confident that you can add value to the show itself and ticket sales, or buy onto a tour, add value by just paying to be there. There's plenty of tours where there's a headlining artist and maybe they're playing 10 shows on the West Coast, but you grew up in Columbus, Ohio, and none of your fans are on the West Coast, but you work a day job, you have money saved up, you got nothing to do with that money. There's a lot of artists that are touring that you can just toss them whatever it may be, 3, 4, 5 grand. That helps them pay for their van, their hotels, whatever it may be, and they're like, sweet, you added value to us, come on tour. And then you're on the tour, you get to go make new fans in that region. Obviously, that's, you got to have the money to do that. But I think that that's really how you make it on tour, is adding value to those shows, whether it's bringing people to the shows or having some money to buy on.
Yeah, I think the buy on thing sometimes gets misconstrued. And I think that's because there's also artists out there and like artist management teams and agents and promoters that are pieces of shit, quite frankly, and they're just like trying to rip artists off because they know they're searching for opportunities. But there are situations where you buy onto a tour, and if you treat that like it's a job and an investment in yourself, you come home with so much exported value that you can now carry with you to the next chapter of like whatever you're doing, right? Like when we say buy onto a tour, it's not just like, hey, I'm a promoter or I'm a headliner, so you just have to pay me this much because I fucking said so and we don't care about you, Sometimes that is what it is. Like, don't get it fucked up. But there are situations where, okay, you can get yourself a 20-minute set opening for X artist. That person's bringing 100 people, 200 people to this venue that otherwise you would have no business being at. If you go in there, crush your set, be a professional, like how we were talking about, like with the show etiquette and stuff, all that, like on the last, whatever episode that was, and treat that like a job, you're not only going to walk away from that show and that leg of the tour with a bunch of relationships with venue staff, other artists on the bill, whatever it is, just people that are involved in that situation, like maybe the promoter that ran that show, maybe the agent that put the show together. But also, you're going to hopefully walk away with a couple dozen fans in each of those markets that will now come see you when you return to Seattle or Salt Lake City, and you've never stepped foot in that city.